Hello everyone out there in YouTube and Twitch land. This is Lycanthro Keith, and I'm doing a short video to explain why I haven't been putting up videos. Well, it's a very simple but sad tale. The long and short of it is my computer crashed on me and I had to reset from the beginning. It involves a Windows update that was apparently reading an error off a previous Windows update, and stupid on me for not having the backups I should have, so I've learned my lesson on that. The good side to this is no files were lost, which meant everything that I've done on Twitter and videos I've edited or am in the process of editing are still there. The bad news behind this is everything else wasn't. So I've had to reinstall Windows, I've had to reconfigure OBS, which I believe is finally done. I've gone back to try to find some of the programs I had before, which in some cases are easier than others. I'm going slowly back through my emulators, having some difficulty with some of them. I'll go into that in a second. In a way, this is a blessing in disguise because I had a lot of programs that I've gotten from giveaways and things like that that were activated programs from like giveaway of the day and things like that that were very handy. And some that I picked up thinking, well, while it's active, I'll get it. Maybe it'll be useful. And then I either never used it or I used it, couldn't figure it out, and set it aside until one day where I felt like futzing with it. I was also having problems with SoundForge and Audacity, two of the programs that I used to use for audio editing. So starting with fresh versions of those may help. There is some not so good news, and it comes in the order of where the Twitch projects were standing and a couple of the YouTube projects. First off, another blessing, really, when I look at it, I had a fair amount of Twitch things going on and a couple of things going on that were going to be for YouTube on the side, and I was starting to feel burnt out and overwhelmed because on top of all of that, I've also been getting paperwork together to file for Social Security disability, doing more responsibilities around the house, getting stuff together for eBay as we clean out the basement, and it's all taking its toll, along with my insomnia and everything else. So, of the projects that were going on Twitch, the main ones that were happening were the Guardian Legend, which I have the NES emulator running almost. I, for some reason, can't get it to rewind, so I have to figure that out. But that's safe. The save states are good for that. The second thing was Legend of Dragoon, which I am not sure about right now because I cannot get the EPSXE emulator to start up the ROM without crashing. Now, everything I hope I had self-contained on the F drive, which was not touched, but anything I had on the C drive is gone, which includes game saves and game configurations. So I believe the memory cards were saved on the F drive. I'm hoping they are still intact, because if they are not, then I may have just lost too much work to go back to Dragoon. And another casualty of this, unfortunately, is EG. Yes, the Tazen and the Kamado couldn't take EG down, but Windows Update did. I have lost all of the game saves I had for EG, all of the unlocks I had, I have lost the saves that I was going to go back to record the alternate endings, and I have lost all my progress in the pacifist run. So getting all of that back is something that I would have to do off camera, and not that EG isn't a fun game, it is, but it's pretty daunting on the surface of it, and I'm not sure where I stand with that right now. The third game that I had just started was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Now, my Ubisoft Connect account and software was on the C drive, so that's gone. So I have two possibilities for that. I can hope that Ubisoft Connect, much like Steam, uploaded the saves to the cloud. So I would still have the stats and money that I ground for and all that, and the progress that I made. The other possibility, I have something that I downloaded but never tried, and that was an emulation of the PS3 version of it. This actually might come in handy because supposedly Ubisoft is going to cut off the DLC containing Knives Chow in about 4 years, which is the big reason why you needed the Ubisoft Connect in the first place. So if everything is self-contained in there, then I might need not to worry about that, and I might just start fresh with that version. But we will see. And as far as the offline projects, or the ones that would end up on YouTube, rather, the biggest casualty of those three right now is Dungeon Keeper 2. As near as I can tell, my install of the game is gone, my saves are gone. I was probably going to end up having to start that one over anyway once I finished figuring out what the hell was going on with the crashes, but something like this, not having those saves, makes me less inclined. The second is the Saboteur, which has been delayed quite a while anyway, but that might actually end up coming front and center. And then there was a surprise thing that I'm doing. I'm still not going to say what it is because I still plan on doing it as soon as I get it right. The good thing is, as far as that goes, all of the files are on Steam. They are backed up, so I know for sure everything's there. And if it isn't, I'm going to cry, because that's believe it or not, versus things like Dragoon. That thing is where a long amount of the work went into. If that's gone, you're gonna see me weeping. But yeah, I've held off on doing the uploads, partially because I haven't been recording. I just did a test recording tonight for Twitch, and everything seems to have gone okay. We'll see, how everything comes out. But also, I need to figure out what's going on with the editors, and I just need to get my system back together and my personal brain system back together, because if I'm no good, nothing's good. And I want to make sure I'm in the right headspace when I go back into this time. So rest assured, fans of my videos, people who watch me on Twitch, I thank you very much for your support. I definitely appreciate it. One other thing, affiliate status and Patreon, I am still working out the plans for that, but I am largely holding off until I know what's going on with the SSA, because sudden influx of income while I'm still being reviewed, I don't know how that would pan out. So that might be a ways down the future, but that's fine because it gives me time to figure it all out. Yeah, I think I was just taking on too much too soon. So, not that I was happy this happened, but maybe it'll work out for the best. But in the meantime, if you haven't seen some of my old videos, feel free to enjoy them. I'm still going to be doing the streaming The stream videos will likely go up on a weekly basis because I usually don't have to edit anything out of them. So you'll still be able to see those if you can't make the stream. All right. With that, thank you for lending me your ear for a little bit. And my apologies for the technical difficulties. Some you can blame on Microsoft, some you can blame on me. I accept my part of the blame for not buying imaging software. That's going to change, I assure you. And thank you to everyone who helped me out in the tech issues, especially my good friend Rick. Definitely appreciate the advice he gave, and yeah, thank you much, buddy. So everyone, take care. I will get things together, and at some point, hopefully in, I'm going to say, a few weeks to a month, I'll leave myself some wiggle room. I'll get things back to normal. So, in the meantime, everybody take care. Remember to back up your important files on your system. Luckily, mine were fine, but also remember, buy imaging software, get an external hard drive, save your C drive. Image and back up your C drive. Learn from my mistake. But in the meantime, everybody be safe and take care of the computer that takes care of you. So long, until we game again.